locking them up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the race that will be all yellow or red, white, and blue. Suzuki's foremost in four-wheeling. They invented the sport. They invented the first four-wheelers. The first one ever marketed was an old LT 125 four-wheeler. It didn't have a lot. Didn't have suspension, had a pull starter, a little switch to put it in reverse. They have come a long ways. And then at the Seattle Supercross, if you lived here in the Northwest, Honda debuted the new 4-Trax. It came out, it won the Parker 400. It hasn't stopped winning races. But you look here, what leads the first lap in the main here at the ORV Park? Suzuki leads a fleet of Hondas 10 places back. The Chino Charger, Suzuki's Gary Denton. The best of the factory pro teams. U.S. Suzuki. Gary Denton leads Honda's Stevie Wright. Leads Brian Joski. Yellow leads the red, white, and blue, and you look all the way back for riders like number 25, Tigard Oregon racer, Richard Whiteman. He is running third from the last place position. That'll show you how fast these guys are racing. Richard Whiteman for Northwest Riders rates as a top caliber racer out of the Portland, Oregon area, and he is running 3 paces from the last place position in the field. We started. There are 15 quads in this race. 70% of them are Hondas, the others are yellow Suzukis. Can he catch the Suzuki that sets the pace in this one? Gary Denton. Gary Denton. Stevie Wright, number 65, Brian Joski. The next one in line is the number 95. The high-dollar factory pro riders are numbers 1 and 2. Some of the best privateers around round out the number 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 places back. And what a race. These guys are dicing in the back of this racetrack. They are playing bumper cars. You can't see it from out there. For some, it's a demo there. But you look at the plastic flaps and the fiberglass pieces of these Suzukis and Hondas flapping in the winds, breaking off of their mounting bolts. But they've been smashed together on the start of this race. Number 3, Suzuki pro rider Gary Denton. The Chino Charger, what hasn't he won? The Mickey Thompson GP Series and the Pasadena Rose Bowl. The Ascot South Bay Stadium race. The Skull Bandits. Golden State Series was his to claim already in 1986. Denton covering the Honda rider in mud. Now you look at this. Gary Denton leads. He looks like he just came out of the washing machine. He is spotless. And look at the Honda riders buried in mud. Number 6 and moving up is Rocket Rod Gentry from Fort Lauderdale. Gentry leads Barry Kelferis, Donnie Banks, John Neary, and number 59 he leads Greg Clark. boy, Denton's flying. Look at the lead he's got now. Look at this. What has happened to the Honda riders? Stevie Wright, they are buried in mud. They look like they're out on an enduro or a poker run. And Denton hauling like he's running a flat track race. This guy is smoking. Suzuki fans, the RM memories come alive right here. Foremost and the front runner in four-wheeling, Suzuki. Moving up, number 9 is the privateer rider, John Neary. On that combination, Suzuki and Honda. He's got both ends covered. The suspension of the Suzuki, the Honda power. John Neary right there, he's in front of you, turning left with the number 1. That is the modified machine. The Mugen Special, a privateer rider, John Neary. Now, the number 65 is loaded. Brian Joski from Green Bay, Wisconsin, heads into the pits, Sully. It's over. Brian Joski goes into the pits. He DNFs in the second moto. This is the main event. The other riders are tearing off all the tear-offs, the Malcolm Smith roll-offs, and then flat out just taking their $50 pair of Oakley goggles and pitching them, man. They are covered in mud. Can the Hondas survive the imitation mud of the Thurston County Off-Road Vehicle Park? Oh, Denton is smoking these guys. Four tracks go 1, 2, go 2, 3, and 4 for positions. Denton, what do you say? 100 yards, 80 yards lead. He's got 15 seconds on the number 2 and 3 riders in their Hondas. Stevie Wright, followed by Rod Gentry, Rocket Rod Gentry, right behind his teammate. Gentry working on Stevie Wright. The next one in line, number 95, don't count him out, Darrell Watzka from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Watzka leads up a field of Greg Clark from Phoenix, Arizona. Then comes Terry Culp, Brian Fry, and Barry Kelpris from La Mirada. And then privateer racer John Neary. We had hoped he would do well here today. We welcomed him. The rider from Chico, California is here with his dad, George Neary. But it is going to be a different kind of show. A Suzuki motor built and prepped by tuner Terry Varner Racing. Built the power plant in the machine that leads the main event here today. Here he comes. Terry Varner Racing, Gear Raceware, Whittier, California is where they built this high-tech liquid-cooled double fast 2-stroke RM Suzuki. 265 cc's of 52 horsepower. The Suzuki Quad Runner. Now the plastic on Denton's machine's coming apart. You look at it. Cracking to pieces behind the seat. And now Stevie Wright. Not only is he not leading the race, Rocket Rod Gentry has put him back into the number 3 spot. Gentry moving up, moving back, Stevie Wright, and here comes a Honda. Number 59, the Suzuki, having problems. It is Greg Clark from Phoenix, Arizona. Clark, a wounded player, he moves over, and the Honda's blasting by. Darrell Watsuka. Clark is wounded. He'll just do his best to finish it. Behind Clark, there's that privateer, John Neary, blue and white. It's easy to distinguish him from the others. Coming up on lapped riders. Denton, 20 minutes plus 1 lap in a pro moto. Oh, just like they do in the Supercross in the Seattle Kingdom. I mean, I tell you, this is a lot more fun, a lot more exciting, and it didn't cost you as much to get in either. Denton is your leader. Race Tech, Arai, High Point, Tsubaki trains, U.S. Team Suzuki. Gary Denton is the only factory-sponsored Suzuki rider to competitively run the 1986 AATVA Grand National Circuit. Denton leads by 5, 10, 15, 20, 22, 24 seconds ahead of number 6, Rocket Rod Gentry, and factory Honda's Stevie Wright. Gentry and Wright running second and third at about 20 paces between the two. You go back 20, 25, 26 seconds to find the next Honda rider from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Darryl Wazuka, top of the grandstand jump. Wazuka followed by number 319 from Macon, Georgia, the Gatorade boy, Donnie Banks from Gator Country, number 319. Hot, dry, dusty afternoons. The sports riders years ago called motocross the most physically demanding sport in the world. Then they titled it to the professional jet ski racing to make it sound good. Ha! You think these guys aren't riding as tough as the motocross pros? Don't kid yourself. They're using every ounce of their wrist and their legs and their body. These guys are sweating hard inside. Motocross, the most physically demanding sport in the world? It is. And this is professional motocross. Four-wheel style. Gary Denton, the first set of triples, the second set. The plastic breaking more now in the rear of his machine. That won't hurt him. If anything goes away, it'll be the right rear fender. Terry Varner built high-tech two-stroke motor pushing 55 ponies. Suzuki leads the Hondas in a fleet of Hondas. Out early, Terry Culp from Davies, Florida. He is running back. Culp being passed by the leaders and the next one to get passed. And down in the infield, four-wheelers are dropping like flies on a hot, sunny day. Number in the infield, the rider that's got problems now, number 86 from Montebello, California. The Suzuki of Brian Fry, a wounded player. He is out in the infield. John Neary on top of the grandstand tower jump. Clearing the Rainier jump, and he is flying. The word from his pit crew is slow it down, take it a little bit easier, save the equipment. Number 3 in the world from 1985 aboard the Suzuki Quad Runner. World-class pro rider Gary Denton. Round and around he goes. He's cut it down a little bit, not getting quite so much air. He's slowing just a little. 25, 30 seconds. He has got a commanding lead over these two Honda racers. And Stevie Wright. Too tight. Wright is running a little bit slack. He is third to number 6, Rocket Rod Gentry. Earlier predictions were Gentry could come away with a victory here today. And the word from the Honda pit board to Stevie Wright is he's tired too. Check this out. The Honda guys in the infield sporting the shorts and the red, white, and blue, giving him the word they're tired. The second time up, he said he's tired too. That means, Stevie Wright, you work on Rod Gentry. So what you've got is the best of the Four Tracks Honda factory, represented by the newly signed rider in '86, Stevie Wright, and Rod Gentry, who all things considered is a privateer racer, leads the factory rider. Looking for a contract, is he? Rocket Rod Gentry. Denton goes by you time and time again. Coming at you, the leader, the number 3 rider in the world from 1985. Gary Terry Varner Racing Denton. Big lead, a commanding lead as he powers through these Superbug. What a pitching racetrack. Track conditions couldn't be more ideal. Hot, sunny weather. Suntan lotion getting scarce. Honda leaders getting scarce because Gary Denton leads this one. And he's doing it with style. We're looking for Hondas. Number 6, Rocket Rod Gentry. fallen further behind Gentry is Stevie Wright. And I tell you, the rider that's getting tired isn't Rod Gentry, it is Stevie Wright. The factory rider moving further back. You look out there as he stretches it out. Gentry, 20 seconds, maybe 15 and a half. Rocket Rod Gentry. What has he done today? Sponsored by the Racer's Edge Surefire BMX tires. In 1985, Gentry was 5th in the Grand National Tour. He won the Honda Scott USA Florida Interam Series in the ATVs in the opening round. He won the Triple Crown Racing Series. He's won in Atlanta. And he won the Triple Crown in Daytona. From three-wheelers, this is his first year aboard a Honda four-wheeler. Oh, in the eyes of the watchful Honda factory have got to be on Roddy Gentry. He's only 17 years old. And Stevie Wright, don't take anything away from him, because Steve Wright came out when they debuted the new Honda 4-Tracks. He scored the first ever victory in the world. He won the Parker 400. Well, that is one strong title you get there. Looking tired. Physically demanding from head to toe. The toughest sport in the world, professional motocross. And it don't get any better. The Grand National caliber of the riders here today is 100 plus. They're tiring. Less air in front of the grandstands, more landing on the front wheels, more getting sideways in the whoops. More plastic fenders getting busted to pieces. The magazines warned you if you bought a Ducati, you'd be replacing the rear fenders in about the first time out, and they weren't kidding you. There's John Neary, the ultra neat machine. The Suzuki frame with the modified Honda motor, the privateer rider. John Neary from Chico, California. He scored victories earlier in the year aboard Suzuki. Won the Pro Quad in Purtlersville. He won the Ashtabula race, the Mickey Thompson race in Ohio, and he won pay dirt in the Tacoma Dome back in 1985. John Neary did. Here's Gary Denton. He's passed you in the triples. Going by us here in the tower. And Denton still as clean as when he started the race. You look at him. The Honda riders are covered in mud. It's all you can do to see the red, white, and blue of them. And Barry Kerpeleris from La Mirada, California. Move over on your Suzuki. Here comes the number 2 and 3 Honda riders. Roddy Gentry leading factory racers Stevie Wright. They're stretching them out now. Lap riders are becoming a problem. Perhaps they're awful courteous. They move right over, wave on the top riders to go around them. There's Tim Wheelis, number 37 from Silver Lake, Washington. Wheelis sponsored by the Seattle Motorcycle Club, the SMC from Kent, Washington. Long live the Barons and the Ducks, huh? You SMC members. There's got to be a couple of you out there. Number 3. Stevie Wright. What'd I say? Slip of the tongue. Gary Denton, here comes the Chino Charger. The motor was built in Whittier, California. The white flag in the handlebar starter. He's looking at his stopwatch. Not yet completed, 20 minutes. National Series in quad racing will test only Suzuki's against Hondas. and it would be ever so important for Stevie Wright or Roddy Gentry to score a victory here today on a Honda to keep up. Marty Hart has already won his semi and heat qualifiers. He is looking at repeating a world championship title. Honda has scored victories everywhere else in the dirt world of racing. Going into the race, you probably could not have predicted that Gary Denton would come up a leader. Pro racer, California. Pro rider, the Chino Charger, Gary Denton. Suzuki fans, he has got a lap to go to win this main event. 1 lap to go. The closest Honda to him, Rocket Rod Gentry, as he takes the flag. And behind him, Pro Honda, Team Honda, U.S. Honda line rider, Stevie Wright. And where is Stevie Wright? He is into some lapped racers. Look at this. Look at this. Honda's getting wounded. You got 2 of them here. Look who's hot on the tail of Stevie Wright. It is privateer racer, 17-year-old John Neary from Chico, California. Oh my, Gary Denton leads on a Suzuki. Number 6, Rod Gentry on a Honda is second. Third in the lineup and Tyron is Honda racer Stevie Wright, and fourth is a Suzuki with a Honda motor. You can't put him in either category, but John Neary is moving up on Stevie Wright. Blue and yellow, RM, the quad runners. The 1986 champion at the ORV Park in the four-wheelers is pro rider Gary Denton, the Chino Charger. The Charger has won it all. Honda's best, Rod Gentry, number 2. 1, 2, 3. Honda's third best hasn't come up yet. There he is, factory Honda rider Stevie Wright will finish.